Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Baseball is brought to you in part by Bank West, B&B Equipment, Wagner Auto, Fisher Rounds and Associates, and All Around Graphics.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the Governors take game one of the doubleheader of the Lincoln Patriots as they strand the bases loaded on the strikeout.
Governor Baseball is also brought to you by Ferding Electric, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Kruger Contracting, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Avera, and the Oahe YMCA.
There's a strike, the throw 2-2. The tag is applied. They got him out at second. No need to strike him out. The tag from the shortstop, Matt Hansen, to retire the side. And the Governors remain on top 2-0 after 3.5.
And by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, First Dakota National Bank, CHS River Plains, Lamb Motors, Sander Auto Parts, and Gales Gas.
Curveball looked out for a strike 3, and that will end the ball game as the Governors will get a doubleheader sweep of the Huron Tigers. 6 straight strikeouts recorded by Lincoln Cables to finish off the game.
And by Gateway Ford Lincoln and Toyota, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Shane's Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, Edward Jones Financial, and Faith Lutheran Church. Now, with the call of the game, the voice of the Pierre Governors, John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to Harrisburg for a windy afternoon baseball game. 12:30 is our scheduled start time as the Pierre Governors take on the Harrisburg Tigers. And their second game of the weekend will be the third game later on today. And it's the 5th game of the season for the Governors. They lost at 3-1. They fell to 3-1 yesterday after they lost to Brandon Valley 7-5 in a game that they led 3-0 and then 5-2. But they end up falling 7-5 to the Brandon Valley Lynx as they will be looking to get back on track here in the first game of the day today against the Harrisburg Tigers, who come in at 6-1. And Harrisburg, as we've known for the last couple of years, they're a team that wants to hit a lot of home runs. And the wind right now today kind of blowing on the left field side, but not really blowing out to left field, just blowing diagonally across the field. So that will be one where fly balls maybe don't get out of here as quickly as what they have in the past, but there is a short porch, and Harrisburg wants to take advantage and try and take advantage of fly balls to get out as much as possible. As so far on the season for Harrisburg, they have hit 4 home runs, going 6-1 so far on the season. They've played a lot of South Dakota teams, and they have the opportunity to increase their seed points right here today against this Pierre Governor team. However, the Governors will be having their top pitcher on the mound, as it will be Brady Getz that will throw for the Governors in the opener of the 2 games here today. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with the pregame show and our starting lineups, and first pitch coming up here at 12:30. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bank West Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
At the Y, we're more than a gym. We're a cause-driven charitable organization nurturing the potential of every youth, adult, and senior in our community. From advocacy to childcare, disease prevention to athletics, swim lessons to safe spaces, our mission ensures that everyone, regardless of their financial situation, can participate in the services that we offer at the Y. We invite you to stop in and check out our youth sports, summer camps, group exercise classes, swim lessons, and so much more. Discover your Y at the Oahe Family YMCA in Pierre, where we are for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
The count may change with every pitch, but what doesn't change is God's love for you. Come join us at Faith Lutheran Church to hear about the God who blesses us with athletic skill, meaningful relationships, and the peace and comfort that comes from His Son Jesus. You can worship on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. or on Sunday mornings at 8:30 or 11 a.m. Faith Lutheran Church is up the hill at 714 North Grand and happy to support our athletes, their families, and our community.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
As we welcome you back here to Harrisburg, it looks like we're going to get set here for first pitch as the Harrisburg Tigers have taken the field. The starting lineup, Lincoln Keenels will lead things off. He's the shortstop. He'll be followed by Jade Weeby, the second baseman, batting second. Gary Nedved, the DH, will bat third. Jed Zabel, the right fielder, will bat fourth. Cade Kaiser, the third baseman, batting fifth. Matthew Burr, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Grayson Hunsley, the catcher, batting seventh. Spencer Easlin will bat eighth and play left field. Brecken Kruger, the center fielder, will bat ninth for the Pierre Governor team here this afternoon as we are sitting right down the, not even on the first base side, but on the first base side behind home plate as the press box is no longer here. Renovations taking place here at Harrisburg, so no press box to be in today, but we still got the game for you here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The starting pitcher is Jack Sutton for the Harrisburg Tigers. And Jack Sutton so far on the season, as we try and find his numbers through all the wind to make sure that we keep everything. We make sure that he has not, he has thrown so far 3 innings. This will be his third appearance of the season for Jack Sutton, as he is so far on the year on his 3 innings has not been a decision. He's given up 3 runs, all of them earned, 3 hits. He has also 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, an ERA of 7, and a WHIP of 1.667. We are ready to go here for first pitch. As to the plate is going to be the leadoff man, Lincoln Keenels. As Keenels, the first pitch to him is going to be missing for ball 1 as we're underway here this afternoon, right at 12:25, a little bit early. The 1-0 pitch here from Sutton to Keenels. That one will bounce in and get to the backstop, and it's now 2-0 to leadoff man. Keenels went 0 for yesterday, 0 for 2 with 2 walks. He's looking to get an early base hit here on the day. Governors will be here in Harrisburg for the first game, and then we'll travel to Harbiden to take on Jefferson the second game, as Sutton's 2-0 pitch misses upstairs, and the count's now 3-0. Here to the leadoff man, Lincoln Keenels. The 3-0 pitch. Keenels taking all the way, catches the top of the zone, and the count's now 3-1. It's still a good hitter's count here for Keenels. Wind again blowing across the field, not really blowing out towards left field, so it becomes in a day or at a field that is much easier to hit home runs. Probably won't be seeing a whole lot of home runs. That one's sliced foul out of play on the right side. So from 3-0 is now 3-2. As Jack Sutton looking to retire Keenels, the first man to the plate here this afternoon. Sutton, he works from the stretch, even with nobody on base. Here's the full count pitch to Keenholz. Misses upstairs, and it'll be a leadoff walk, and the Governors have their first base runner to open up this ball game, and that'll bring up Jaden Wiebe. He had a big 2 RBI single yesterday, which gave the Governors a 5-2 lead. But it ended up being Brandon Valley that came back and scored the last 5 runs of that game and won 7-5 over the Pierre Governors, as the Govs dropped to 3-1. First pitch swinging by Wiebe, and he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. 12 strikeouts for the Governors yesterday. And the 21 outs that were recorded, 12 of them came on a strikeout. And that's one for the coaching staff and for the hitters that's feeling it's not really acceptable for the Governors. That one will be catching the bottom of the zone at the knees, and the count's now 0-2 to the number 2 hitter, Jaden Wiebe. The story of this day today, if the Governors go 2-0, those strikeouts you got to expect will be at a minimum. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one will miss low, and it's now 1-2. And here's was scheduled for a 12:30 start. Getting started a little bit earlier. Runner on first. That's Keenholz. As a lead away, we'll have the defensive look for the Harrisburg Tigers in just a moment. 1-2 pitches upstairs, and the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And for the Governors, these are 2 big games against Harrisburg. You'll see them later on again, and for Jefferson, also see them again. But 2 big games against 2 quality opponents here today, just like it was yesterday against Brandon Valley. That 2-2 pitch misses outside. Wiebe doesn't chase, and the count is now full at 3-2. On deck is Gary Nedved, the DH in this ball game. Matthew Brewer gets to start at first base. His first official start for the Governors. 3-2 pitch. Wiebe will line that one in the left field. So coming over as a center fielder in Carlson to make the catch. And there's now 1 down. Well, that was really hard to read off the bat from where we're sitting at right here. But Carlson, the center fielder, was able to make the grab, and there's now 1 down here in the top of the first. Here comes Gary Nedved, the DH. As we go around defensively, it is Palmer Boyd out in left, Max Carlson in center, and Brandon Simunek in right field. A pickoff attempt and back in safely as Keenholz. Over at third base, Mason Johnson. The shortstop, Taylor Klein. The second baseman, Maddox Scherer. The first baseman, Carter Hoffman. And behind the plate, Timon Long with Jack Sutton, who is going to be hitting for himself. Will be the DH once he is relieved, as that pitch goes low and outside, gets to the backstop. Keenholz was off for the pitch, so he was going to be in stealing second no matter what. And now he is in scoring position for Nedved to try and give the Governors an early 1-0 lead here at the top of the first inning. He'll be followed by Jet Zabel and Cade Kaiser, Matthew Brewer, Grayson Hunsley, Spencer Easlin, and Brecken Kruger. The starting 9 for the Governors hitting-wise, Brady Getz will start for Pierre. He'll be his second appearance, his second start. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Nedved. Just a bit outside, and the count's now 2-0. Keenholz leads away from second. Second baseman Scherer holding him on. A lot of room on the right side of the infield for Gary Nedved. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a curveball that will find the zone, and it's now 2-1. Buckled Nedved a little bit. And the count is 2-1 to the DH. 310 down the line and left and right. 360, I believe that says, out in center field. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Nedved will take that one at the knees for a strike, and the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The leadoff man with a walk for Lincoln Keenholz. He stole second, would have made it anyway, even with the wasn't stealing. It was a pitch that got to the backstop, but he is in scoring position. Need him cash in that leadoff walk. 2-2 pitch. Misses just outside, and the count runs full now, 3-2. This is the third full count at bat already for Sutton. Throwing a lot of pitches here in the top of the first. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Nedved swings and misses, and there's now 2 down. And it's up to Jet Zabel to try and bring in that go-ahead run. as there's now 2 down here in the top of the first. Zabel and Nedved lead the team in hits. They will have another good day at the plate. The cleanup hitter here for the Governors. Here's the first pitch to Zabel. Misses upstairs above the letters, and it's 1-0. Pierre faces Harrisburg here at 12:30, Jefferson at 4 o'clock. And the wind could be a factor in both these games, as you can hear right now on KCCR. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Zabel, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Harrisburg at 6-1 so far in the year, and they were scheduled to play yesterday as well, but everything got canceled, and really Pierre and Brandon Valley, outside of teams that played out west, are the only teams that played here in the state. There's a swing and a miss by Zabel, as that one was low in the zone. The count's now 1-2 to the Pierre Governor right fielder. Keenholz leading away from second again. Base hit could score him. Long look in, gets the sign, comes set, and here's the 1-2 from Sutton to Zabel. Swing and a miss, and Sutton will strike out the last 2 hitters. And after a leadoff walk, he comes back and retires the next 3 in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. After a half inning, the Pierre Governors and Harrisburg Tigers tied 0-0. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
To have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Back here at Harrisburg as we head to the bottom of the first inning, and we go through the starting lineup for the Harrisburg Tigers. Taylor Klein, the shortstop, will lead things off, followed by Timon Long, the catcher. Jack Sutton, the pitcher, and then he will become the DH whenever he either runs out of pitches, or I guess if he can go the distance if he wants to. But Jack Sutton will be he's the pitcher right now, but will remain in the lineup even after he is done pitching. Mason Johnson, the third baseman, is the cleanup hitter. And then Maddox Scherer, the second baseman, will bat 6th. Carter Hoffman, the first baseman, actually he will bat 6th. Scherer batting 5th. Palmer Boyd, the left fielder, batting 7th. Brandon Simunek, the right fielder, batting 8th. And Max Carlson, the center fielder, will bat 9th. For the Harrisburg Tigers, as Brady Getz is on the mound, he'll deliver the first pitch, and he'll miss upstairs for ball 1. Here in the bottom of the first inning, this will be the second time that Getz will throw. He threw all 5 innings in that 12-2 win over Sturgis in game number 1 of the year. That one is taken for a strike, and it's now 1-1 to the Harrisburg leadoff hitter. We'll get you Brady Getz full numbers of that first game of the season here in just a moment. The 1-1 will miss, and it's now 2-1. Getz in that first game through all 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. As he's in danger now of walking the leadoff man, the count runs to 3-1 on Taylor Klein. He threw 67 pitches over those 5 innings. 3-1 pitch. That one catches the outside edge. Klein thought maybe it was going to be ball 4. Instead, he'll have to come back with the full count pitch. Go through the defensive positioning here for the Governors in just a moment as well. Here's the payoff pitch from Getz to Klein. That one's popped up left side. Will it stay in play? It will get out of play. And we'll do it again here at 3-2. And the wind will be a little bit of a factor all day. They're talking about 5 to 10, then getting up to being close to 15 to 20 by the end of the day. Here's a 3-2 pitch. That one's fouled out of play and back behind. It'll remain a full count at 3-2. Wind right now at 15 miles an hour. 50 degrees, feels like 44 here in Harrisburg. A third full count pitch from Getz to Klein. That one's popped foul again back behind us. And we'll do it a fourth time here. The ninth pitch of the at-bats between Getz and Klein. Here in the bottom of the first, the leadoff man. Here is the 3-2 pitch. That one just misses above the top of the zone. And it will be a leadoff walk in the ninth pitch. Klein will draw the walk. And it will bring up Timon Long, the catcher. It is Spencer Easlin out in left, Brecken Kruger in center, and Jet Zabel in right. Kate Kaiser's the third baseman. Lincoln Keno's at short. Jade Wiebe at second. Matthew Brewer at first, and Grayson Hunsley behind the plate. As the first pitch from Getz to Long is a check swing that is fouled off the handle of the bat over the first base dugout, and it's 0-1. So far on the season for Timon Long, 1 home run, 12 RBIs, hitting 545 through 7 games. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will catch the top of the zone. The count's now 0-2. So Getz, who was down 3-1 in the first at-bat, goes 0-2 here to the number 2 hitter Long. On deck is Jack Sutton. Here's the 0-2 from Getz. That one will bounce in. Good block from Hunsley. Not allowing the base runner and Klein to advance to second. The count is now 1-2. Hunsley will reposition one of his shin guards. Governors at 3-1, Harrisburg at 6-1. The teams and O'Gorman, we were scheduled to play O'Gorman last night, did not happen. Played just that one game against Brandon, but out of the 4 teams scheduled to play this weekend for the Governors, this is the only team that's really played a lot of South Dakota teams. There's a swing and a miss, a strikeout. The throw to second is not going to be in time. A steal for Klein, a strikeout of Long, and there's one down with a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the first inning. And it will bring up the number 3 hitter in Jack Sutton. Jack Sutton so far on the year, he's hitting 545, 2 home runs, already 16 RBIs as there's strike 1 to the number 3 hitter. Klein is on at second as he leads away. Here's the 0-1 from Getz to Sutton. Ground ball left side, just foul on the third base bag. Kaiser fielded it cleanly, but the count's now 0-2. Wind might be starting to blow out a little bit more towards left field instead of across the diamond. Getz will come set from the stretch. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is spoiled by Sutton. A good off-speed pitch by Getz, but Sutton spoils it, knocks it out of play, and remains at 0-2. On deck, Mason Johnson, the third baseman, followed by Maddox Scherer. Getz comes set from the stretch. Here's the 0-2 pitch again here. Instead, it'll step off and have Klein go back to second. Taylor Klein making sure that Getz knows he's out there at second base. Getz gets the sign again, comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Sutton. Upstairs. Looking to try and get Sutton to chase, and the count's now 1-2. Getz is the number 1 guy for the Pierre Governors. He did not pitch yesterday. Spencer Kelly was the starter yesterday, and if they were scheduled to play 2 games, Getz and Kelly both would have started. But with Kelly and Hansen both going to tennis today in Huron, as there's a swing and a miss by Sutton. Good off speed by Brady Getz. Sutton is down on strikes, and there's now 2 down. and it brings up Mason Johnson, the third baseman. It's a big strikeout, second strikeout of the game already for Getz. Had 3 in his first outing. Already 2 here in the bottom of the first. So Mason Johnson, the third baseman, at the plate with 2 away. First pitch will miss for ball 1. Again with Kelly and Hansen, mostly Kelly right now. We'll talk about that. The reason why he started and would have started today, but there was tennis, so make sure that you get the innings for Spencer Kelly before he has to go and play tennis today at Huron. Allowed him to get the start. Gets now to start here against Harrisburg. Matt Hansen, who has started at third base for the majority of the season so far for the Governors. He was also playing tennis today, so he is not here for this afternoon and this evening's contest. Counts 3-0 quickly to Mason Johnson. Gets 3-0 pitch to the cleanup hitter Johnson. Swinging away, and he swings and misses. Gave him the green light. This Harrisburg team saw it last summer, saw it last spring, even with the wood bats last spring. Still, too, that they can knock the ball around the yard. They like to hit a lot of home runs. 3-1 pitch misses inside, and that will draw a 2-out walk, the second walk of the inning. And is now first and second for Maddox Scherer, the second baseman, with 2 away. The one thing that leaves for Harrisburg is the possibility of a lot of strikeouts. And had over 50 strikeouts coming in through 7 games for Harrisburg. They've already struck out twice in this ball game. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. That's how the major leagues do it now. 1-0 pitch. That one's off the glove of Hunsley. To second and third will both be the runners Klein and Johnson. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away here in the bottom of the first. And the count is now 2-0 to Maddox Scherer. Carter Hoffman is on deck, the first baseman. Guess now will work from the windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's fouled, out of play again. It is now 2-1 to Maddox Scherer. 478 hitter. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. As that one will miss upstairs, and the count's now 3-1. So far, 81 RBIs, 106 runs for Harrisburg through 7 games. That one's popped foul and out of play. And this now a full count at 3-2. But runners at second and third, they will not get the head start. As Brady Getz looking to maybe strike out the side, albeit with 2 walks in the inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Getz. Upstairs, and it's the 3rd walk issued in the inning. So the bases are now loaded. And Carter Hoffman will come to the plate. So Hoffman's got the opportunity here to break this game open. With the bases loaded and 2 outs, here's the first pitch from Getz to Hoffman. Comes upstairs, and it's 1-0. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, a lot of pitches for Brady Getz, a lot of pitches from Jack Sutton in that first inning. So both starters aren't getting the quick innings to allow them to get going soon. There's a base hit up the middle for Hoffman. 1 run will come in to score. Second run's going to be waved in, and it's a 2-out, 2 RBI single for Carter Hoffman. And it's still first and second, but Harrisburg takes a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. A big 2 outs, 2 RBI single for the number 6 hitter, Carter Hoffman. And it gives Harrisburg that quick lead, and the walks will come back to haunt you. And unfortunately for Getz, it wasn't able to work around those walks in this first inning. First pitch was fouled back by Palmer Boyd, the left fielder. Still a runner in scoring position at second, first, and second. That one's lined out to left field. That will take one hop in front of Eastland. Runner will get round third, and he will come in to score, and it's now a 3-0 lead for Harrisburg. Back-to-back hits, scored 3 runs. Remains first and second. It'll be the number 8 hitter, Brandon Simunek, to come to the plate. 3 walks, 2 hits in the inning, and 2 strikeouts so far. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1 to the number 8 hitter in Simunek. Right fielder for Harrisburg here today. Simunek hitting .429, 8 runs driven in so far. There's a swing and a miss, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. 2-out single by Hoffman scored 2 runs. A 2-out single by Boyd scored another run. 1-1 misses, and it's now 2-1. When really starting to pick up here in Harrisburg. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's now 2-2. Trying to keep all the papers from flying away. Guess looking for his 3rd strikeout here in the inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled out of play behind home plate. And it remains at 2-2. Hoffman's at second, Boyd at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Getz will strike out all 3 outs in the inning, but 3 runs score in the inning on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. We have played 1 full inning here in Harrisburg, and the Tigers have a 3-0 lead over Pierre. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
As we welcome you back here to Harrisburg, as for the Governors 5, 6, and 7, Cade Kaiser, Matthew Brewer, and Grayson Hunsley be the leadoff men here in this top of the 2nd inning. Governors down 3-0 right now here in the top of the 2nd. The 3 walks issued by Getz all came around to score on 2 separate base hits. Governors had a leadoff walk in the top of the 2nd, but were unable to cash that one in. Here's the first pitch to Cade Kaiser, over for strike 1. Kaiser not in the lineup yesterday. Did get an opportunity at the plate, though, yesterday against Brandon Valley. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Sutton to Kaiser. That one's at the letters, and the count quickly moves to 0-2. On the leadoff man, Cade Kaiser. Matthew Brewer and Grayson Hunsley, the next 2 hitters. Here's the 0-2. That one will bounce in. Off-speed pitch that Kaiser didn't bite on, and the count's now 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch upstairs, and that's now 2-2. Quick wind, nearly lost all the papers again. Here's the 2-2 to Kaiser. That one misses just a little bit low. The catcher in long got up like he was about to throw to third base. Umpire didn't bite on it. So the count goes to full at 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one misses outside, so after 0-2 on Kaiser, he's able to see the next 4 and will draw a leadoff walk, second time a leadoff walk, and another full count from Sutton. He and Brady Getz, the starters for their respective teams, have thrown a lot of pitches here in the first part of this ball game. Here's the first pitch to Matthew Burry. Swings and misses in an off-speed pitch, and it's 0-1. Yankton and Huron playing in Class A baseball here today. Just getting underway. There's a pitch that's taken for a strike, and the count's now 0-2 here to Brewer. Try and keep update with scores as long as the wind doesn't take anything away from me. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's at the knees and taken for strike 3. And there's now one down here in the top of the second. The third strikeout of the ball game now for Jack Sutton. Grayson Hunsley, the catcher, to the plate. Fantastic job at the plate so far for Hunsley in his first several Pierre Governor games. First pitch misses it low and outside for ball 1. Sutton has thrown, that was his 31st pitch of the game already. Brady gets through 39 in that first inning. There's a half swing, called a strike. And to second base on the steal is Kaiser. The count is now 1-1. Not sure if it was a called strike or if he didn't make the motion that he had swung at it. But it is a 1-1 count. There's a swing and a miss by Hunsley, and the count's now 1-2. His wind will be going to be a factor for the entire day today and has been pretty much the entire season. Hunsley calls time right before Sutton picked up his leg, was granted the time. Everybody will reset here at the 1-2 count. And 310 down the left and right field lines. And 380 out in center field. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Sutton, he'll turn. He looked at second, but taking for third was Kaiser. And Sutton decided to make the sure play out at first to retire Hunsley. And there's now 2 down. And Kaiser is at third as Spencer Easlin has an opportunity to bring in the game's first run for the Pierre Governors. Number 8 hitter Spencer Easlin, followed by Brecken Kruger. Here's the first pitch to Easlin upstairs for ball 1. The way these two starters have started this ball game, could be a bullpen type game quickly for these two teams. There's a swing and a miss by Easlin and a pitch right at the letters, and it's now 1-1. Straight away for Easlin, although the left fielder and Boyd playing pretty far off the line. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside, and the count's now 2-1. 2 walks issued by Sutton, 3 strikeouts so far, but a lot of full counts and all those walks and strikeouts. 2-1 pitch will miss low and outside, and the count is now 3-1. With the number 9 hitter Kruger on deck. Big spot here for the Pierre Governors. A shutdown inning for Harrisburg, and Pierre's trying to keep that from happening. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Easlin. That one catches the outside of the edge of the plate, and it's now 3-2. A full count to the left fielder Easlin. From the stretch, Sutton delivers a 3-2 pitch. That one misses upstairs, and it's another walk. A 2-out walk that will keep the inning alive for now the number 9 hitter Brecken Kruger with the runners at the corners. All 3 base runners for the Governors so far have been issued by a walk. Brecken Kruger, the number 9 hitter, with the runners at the corners. And 2 down here in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch outside for ball 1. Kaiser leads away from third. Easlin now on at first. Here's the 1-0 from Sutton. That one's also upstairs, and the count's now 2-0. Top of the order, Lincoln Keenels is on deck. Drew walking his first trip to the plate. Sutton will check both runners. He'll come set. Here's the 2-0 to Kruger. That one's on the outside edge, 2-1. This is a big at-bat here for the Pierre Governors. Extend the inning to the top of the order. That one will be bouncing in. Easlin will take off for second. The throw is going to get away from the shortstop, and no throw back home, and scoring is Kaiser. And so a pitch that went in the dirt, throw to second went just a little offline. The shortstop and Klein couldn't come away with it, and it allowed the runner from third and Kaiser to come in to score. So it's now a 3-1 ball game, and still a runner in scoring position here for the Governors. That one is taken for a strike. And reset the count. So the count is full at 3-2. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Kruger. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop incline. The throw to first is going to be in time, and that will retire the side here in the top of the second inning. When a run does come in to score, no hits in the inning. There's 1 error and 1 man left on base. We have played an inning and a half. The Pierre Governors trailing Harrisburg 3-1. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Vertical Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Vertical Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Vertical Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Vertical Electric, 224-8684.
KCCR 1240 AM, 98.9 FM, K255DE Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
As we welcome you back here to Harrisburg, as it is a 3-1 lead for the Tigers in the bottom of the second inning, 9-1-2. Max Carlson, Taylor Klein, and Timon Long be the first 3 hitters. First pitch from Getz. This is outside for ball 1. That was pitch number 40 already for Brady Getz. 39 in that first inning. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts for Getz. The count's now 2-0. There's the number 9 hitter. A little bit of a double leadoff to open up the bottom of the second for Harrisburg. That one's off the handle. A slow ground ball. Kaiser will field it third into the infield grass. And pulling off the bag was Brewer to make the catch, and he couldn't swipe the tag onto Carlson. And it will be a leadoff error charge to Kaiser. And the leadoff man is aboard to open up here in the bottom of the second. Klein makes it second and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. A 3-1 game. Third hit of the ball game for Harrisburg. There's a swing and a miss by Timon Long, as the count's now 1-2 to the number 2 hitter, with runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-2 pitch, misses outside, and the count is now 2-2. I apologize for the technical difficulties on YouTube. Back up on KCCR Sports. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That one, next to be a 3-2 pitch. That one just missed outside. And that will be a walk to Timon Long, and the bases are now loaded. As we'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher in Long. As check the number to see who that is. I believe that's Creighton. That will be the courtesy runner for Harrisburg. And a swing, a pop-up foul out of play on the right side. Bases are loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Jack Sutton, the pitcher, to the plate. He can really help himself out here. Here's the 0-1. That one catches the top of the zone, and the count is now 0-2. To the number 3 hitter in the order, the pitcher for the Harrisburg Tigers. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one will bounce in. A good block there from Huntley. Moves it to 1-2. A lot of wind, causing a lot of problems for me here. 1-2 pitch. That one just misses a little bit high and outside. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sioux Falls Jefferson playing Del Rapids in their game before the Pierre Governors play Jefferson. That one will miss low, and the count's now from 0-2 to 3-2. Get the sheet back from Brogan. Here's a 3-2 pitch for the bases loaded. Misses outside, and that will be a walk issued by Getz. Brings home another run, and it's now a 4-1 ball game with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. So Sutton will get the RBI. That's the 5th walk issued by Getz here in this ball game. First pitch to Mason Johnson. Will be taken high for ball 1. There's a swing and a miss by Johnson, and the count is now 1-1. The wind is not a good friend today. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one's popped up on the infield. Infield fly will be called. Keenels will make the catch. There's now 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning, and it'll bring up Maddox Scherer, the second baseman. Harrisburg has got the run back here in the second inning. Back up by 3, and the bases are still loaded. Carter Hoffman is on deck. Here's the first pitch to the second baseman, Scherer. There's a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball there by Getz to make it 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Getz working out the windup. That one will bounce in. Good block again there by Huntley. The count is even at a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch upstairs, and it's now 2-1. Bases are loaded with 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Getz. That was right down the middle, taken for strike 2. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scherer walked his first trip to the plate. Came around to score on the RBI single from Palmer Boyd. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled back to the top of the netting. So we'll do it again here at 2-2. Johnny Lyons looks like he's warming up out in right field. That one's fouled out of play. So we'll do it again here at 2-2. And Lyons is warming up out there in the right field bullpen, which is part of the in-play territory. There's a 2-2 pitch, a curveball that's hung up in the top of the zone, catch by Breckenkruger. Tagging and scoring from third will be Taylor Klein, an RBI sac fly for Maddox Scher. And there's now 2 down here in the inning. But it's a 5-1 game. Runners are still at first and second for Carter Hoffman. Hoffman got the first two runs driven in. The 2 RBI single with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the first pitch. Hoffman will pop it up, sky left side. Will stay in play. Easlin will give chase, and it lands near the fence. Bounces 1 hops over the fence out of play. And it's just a long strike 1 to Hoffman. Governor's down 5-1 here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Getz to Hoffman. That one is flown out to left field. Easlin is over by the line, makes the catch, retires the side here in the bottom of the second. Another 2 runs coming to score in the inning. On 1 hit, there was 1 error and 2 men left on base. We head to the top of the third. The Pierre Governors, they trail at Harrisburg 5-1. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of heat-a-later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of heat-a-later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-a-later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar, and we'll throw in an additional 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFordToyota.com.
Top of the third inning, it is a 5-1 lead for the Harrisburg Tigers. John Wickler here on this Saturday afternoon. First of 2 today, but 1 here at Harrisburg. We'll be at Harborton Park for the second one against Sioux Falls Jefferson as they take on Del Rapids right now. And we'll have that second game around 4 o'clock here this afternoon, this evening. Leading things off for the Governors here in the top of the third, top of the lineup. Lincoln Keenels, Jaden Wiebe, and Gary Nedved. Will be followed by Jet Zabel if anybody reaches base. Here's the first pitch to Keenels. Line shot into left field for a base hit right over the head of the third baseman, Johnson. And there's the Governors' first hit of the ball game. And the leadoff man on base for the 3rd straight time here for the Governors. They are able to score last inning on the leadoff man, but unable to score in the first when Keenels reached base with a walk. Here's Jaden Wiebe. Flew out to the center field in his first trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch from Sutton to Wiebe. That one will miss low below the knees. One guy that have not seen from Harrisburg, Will Simmons, scheduled to head out to North Carolina, pitch in the ACC next year. Was the player of the year for Class A last year. or the state championship winning team for Harrisburg. That one will miss outside. And the count is now 3-0. Keenels leads away from first, probably taking all the way is Wiebe. 3-0 pitch. He will take all the way and take it for strike one. The count is now 3-1. There's activity in the bullpen out in left field for the Harrisburg Tigers. And a convoy of players out there to make sure all protected. There's a pitch on the outside edge and taken for a strike, and it's now 3-2 to Wiebe. So from 3-0 back to a full count. Keenels will see if he's off with the pitch. Sutton delivers the 3-2. Not running as Keenels. There's a swing and a miss by Wiebe as he strikes out, and there's the first outs here in the top of the third. For Jack Sutton now, that is strikeout number 5 on the day. Here's Gary Nedved. He's 0 for 1 with one of those strikeouts. The first pitch, Keenels takes off for second. The pitch is low and outside. On an off-speed pitch, perfect one for Keenels to try and steal as he steals it without a throw. And the count is 1-0 to Nedved. So activity for Harrisburg, and mainly probably due to pitch count. Count's now 2-0 because the way Sutton has thrown, he hasn't thrown bad at all. But just too many walks right now and a lot of strikeouts has driven that pitch count up a lot. For the tall right-hander, 2-0 pitch to Nedved. That one catches the bottom of the zone at the knees, and the count's now 2-1. One out here in the top of the third. Keenels leads away from second. 2-1 pitch. That one misses low and outside, and the count's now 3-0. Good hitters count here for Nedved. Jet Zabel waits on deck. Here's the 3-1 to Nedved. Grounds that foul down the third base line. So the count is now full at 3-2. To the Pierre Governor DH, number 3 man in the order. Pierre trails at 5-1 here in the top of the third. 3-2 pitch. Misses low outside, a walk to Nedved. Now first and second with one down here in the top of the third inning. And it brings up Jet Zabel. Zabel struck out swinging in his first trip to the plate. Get a mound visit. We'll see if Sutton stays in the game or if we'll have our first pitching change of the afternoon. It's like a long talk, and just to settle him down and maybe get the man on the bullpen extra time to warm up, although he is good and loose because those 5-6 players are all walking their way back to the dugout. They're going to keep Sutton in for at least one more hitter. The runners at first and second with one down here in the top of the third. I believe that might be Creighton that was warming up for the Harrisburg Tigers. But here is Sutton now, who comes set from the stretch. First pitch to Zabel. Swings and misses. Zabel 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Strikeout swinging to end the top of the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. On deck is Cade Kaiser, who has scored the lone Governor run so far. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Sutton to Zabel. That one misses low and outside, and the count's now 1-2. Look to the third base dugout from the catcher Long, and Jack Sutton asking the home plate umpire if that missed low. He said yes and nodded his head and returned back to the rubber. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one misses low and outside, and the count's now 2-2. Runners at first and second. One down, 2-2 pitch to Zabel. That one is lined into left center field, down for a base hit over the shortstop. Kate Olson will round third. He's going to try and score. The throw coming to the plate, heading to third now. The throw to third is going to be in time to get Nedved out at third base, but an RBI hit for Jet Zabel makes it a 5-2 ball game. There's now 2 down with a runner on second. Zabel took second on the throw. And that will bring up Cade Kaiser. So it goes down as an RBI single for Zabel. Taking second on the throw and a 8-2-5 putout for Nedved, and there's 2 away. First pitch to Cade Kaiser upstairs for ball 1. So Kaiser drew a walk to lead off the second inning and came in to score on a steal from, or I guess Easlin went to second on a pitch in the dirt. And on the throw, Kaiser came in to score. It went off the glove of the shortstop, and Kaiser came in to score. Which made it 3-1 at the time. Now it's 5-2. Count is 1-1 to Kaiser. Swing and a miss. Kaiser behind it, and the count's now 1-2 to the third baseman. And Lyons warming up for the Governors. We'll see maybe if he's going to be the next man to throw, if he will come out to start the bottom of the third inning. That one is taken on the outside edge, and Kaiser will look at strike 3, and that will end the top of the third inning. Another run score on 2 hits in the inning. There was no errors and 1 man left on base. We have played 2.5. Pierre Governors down 5-2 to Harrisburg. You listen to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey, let's go. We're going to be late for the baseball game.
I know my air conditioner is letting me down like our middle reliever last game. I have to give someone a call.
That's easy. Call in the closer, AirTech Heating and Cooling. They use Coleman brand heaters and air conditioners, and like our team's closer, AirTech with Coleman products give us quality and dependability we can trust to win the game.
You're right. I'm going to the bullpen. AirTech, I need you.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As we welcome you back here in the bottom of the third inning, Harrisburg has 7, 8, and 9 as they lead at 5-2 over the Pierre Governors. Brady Getz will at least start this bottom of the third inning, trying to get through 3. Governors still have another game going, go today, as they'll take on the Jefferson Cavaliers later on, scheduled for a 4 o'clock start. There's a potential that we may start a little bit earlier than 4 o'clock. But we'll have it for you here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So Palmer Boyd will lead things off. First pitch to him is taken for strike 1. Boyd singled home the third run of the game, the third run of the first inning. Gave Harrisburg an early 3-0 lead. That one's fouled out of play. And the count's now 0-2, right behind us. And an 0-2 count to the leadoff man, Palmer Boyd, the left fielder. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Getz to Boyd. Bounces in, gets to the backstop, and it's now 1-2. Be followed by Brandon Simunek and Max Carlson. If anybody reaches base, back to the top of the lineup. 1-2 pitch from Getz. Out towards center field, down for a base hit. And Boyd was able to hang with it on that off-speed pitch to get a base hit. He's 2 for 2 now in the ball game, and that brings up Simunek, the right fielder for Harrisburg, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. In this Harrisburg team, they strike out a lot, but they put a lot of balls in play as well. like to hit for extra bases, and right now the wind has kind of been a factor to keep them from maybe getting those extra base hits. Just one double so far, one extra base hit in the entire game for either side. There's a double for Taylor Klein. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Siminek. Runner takes off. Taken for a strike. The throw to second, not going to be in time. That one bounced up and off the brim of the hat of Wiebe. So instead of skipping into center field, I end up going off the hat of Wiebe, and also could have been dangerous too. Well, the count is 0-2 to Siminek. 0-2 pitch comes in and hits Siminek, and now first and second with nobody out. The Governors have not done themselves favor to try and get any quick innings. And Max Carlson now will step to the plate with runners at first and second, and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Number 9 man in the order. Carlson reached on air, came around to score in the second inning. Here's the first pitch. This is high and outside for ball one. Governors, the Achilles heel yesterday with too many strikeouts against Pierre. Had 12 strikeouts in that game. There's a half swing and a full swing called by the home plate umpire, and it's now 1-1. And right now the difference in this game in the walks that have been issued, and also Harrisburg taking advantage of those walks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss, and the count's now 1-2. On deck, top of the order, Taylor Klein, been on base twice, scored twice. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Getz to Carlson. Misses inside, and the count's now 2-2. Leaning away from second is Boyd. Siminek on first. Next pitch is taken for strike three, and Getz will pick up the strikeout. And there's now one down here in the bottom of the third inning. And he'll bring up the top of the order in Taylor Klein. Another strikeout for Brady Getz, as his pitch count continues to run up on him, as we're trying to get the pitch count to be pitch number 80 right there for called strike to Taylor Klein. So far, Getz on the day with 5 walks and 4 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Klein. Bounces in, good block again by Hunsley. Not advancing of the runners at first and second, Boyd and Siminek. One down here in the bottom of the third. The 1-1 pitch upstairs, and it's now 2-1. Harrisburg looking for their 7th win of the season. The Governors at 3-1 right now. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one's foul out of play. So it's now a 2-2 count. Klein followed by Long and then Sutton. But Getz looking for strikeout number 5. Here's the 2-2 upstairs. The count's now 3-2. Most likely won't be seeing those runners take off with that runner on second base. Even though there is just one out in the inning. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Getz will get another strikeout, his 5th of the ball game. There's now 2 down. And it brings up Timon Long, who was struck out and also walked in his 2 trips to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Long. Curveball that's dropping in for strike one. Long was not guessing on that first pitch. Curveball buckled him a little bit and taken for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's now 0-2. And Getz is trying to strike out the side for the second time in 3 innings. And get a big 0 on the board for Harrisburg in the third. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side, that's through for a base hit. Rounding third and going to try and score. It will be Palmer Boyd coming in to score. And a 2-out RBI single for Boyd, and it's now a 6-2 ball game. And the Governors nearly got out of that inning with a 0. But Long gets a RBI single, and it's now 6-2. And Brady Getz' afternoon will come to an end. John Lyons will be the new pitcher for the Governors. We'll have all the details here coming up after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727. So is John Lyons now on the mound here for the Pierre Governors with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the third in a 6-2 ball game as Harrisburg leads it over the Pierre Governors in this bottom of the third inning. This will be the second appearance for John Lyons on the season as he came in and threw in game 3 of the season, and that was against Rapid City Central. I'll get you the details on his outing here in just a moment. You know, there's a 19-2 win for the Governors against Rapid City Central last Saturday. Lions threw an inning and a third, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts in those 4 outs that he recorded. He threw 18 pitches and 15 of those were strikes. Want to see the same thing here again today. That's a good percentage of strikes per pitches thrown. But his first man to face will be a tough one. Jack Sutton, the number 3 hitter. Struck out swinging and also drew an RBI walk. First pitch is over for strike 1. We'll see if Sutton goes back out for his 4th inning of work, or if maybe he will be relieved in the top of the 4th inning. That one will miss just above the zone, and the count's even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 count here. John Lyons comes in a big spot here for the Governors, trying to keep this a 6-2 deficit. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Just misses on the inside edge, and the count is now 2-1 to the number 3 hitter, Jack Sutton. Mason Johnson would be the next man to hit. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Lyons. That one missing again, and it's now 3-1. So Lyons threw just 3 balls in his first outing. Now it's a 3-1 count here in the first at-bats. Here to Jack Sutton. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Lyons to Sutton. That one misses upstairs, and it will draw a 2-out walk. And the bases are now loaded once again, and it brings up the number 4 hitter in Mason Johnson. Right into the runner for long. Sutton is on at first, and over at third is Simunek. Mason Johnson walked and also popped out an infield fly that Lincoln Keenels, a shortstop, caught right near second base. First pitch swinging, pops it up, foul and out of play. And the count is 0-1. Bases are loaded here with 2 away in the bottom of the third inning. A 6-2 lead for Harrisburg. There's a line shot out for a base hit on the right side. 2 runs will come in to score. Sutton will take third. And it's a 8-2 lead now for Harrisburg here in the bottom of the third inning. And another 2 outs hit for Harrisburg. That's been their bread and butter today. 2 out hitting for the Harrisburg Tigers. So it's first and third now with 2 away, and Maddox Scherer will come to the plate. He has a sac fly RBI in his first trip to the plate. This will be the 8th man to come to the plate here for Harrisburg in the bottom of the third inning. 2 on and 2 outs. An 8-2 lead for the Tigers. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Just past the 1 hour mark here of this ball game. Got started about 12:27. 12:28 to be exact. That one will go behind Scherer. He able to avoid it, and the count's now 2-0 to the Harrisburg second baseman, who walked in the first, sac fly in the second. His third at-bat here, third plate appearance here in the third inning. 2-0 pitch, misses outside, and the count's now 3-0. No action down the right field bullpen right now for the Governors. This is John Lyons' inning here for Pierre. Here's a 3-0. And swinging on 3-0 and fouling it is the second baseman Scherer. Not taking that one, got the green light. It's still a good hitter's count, though, for the second baseman. Lyons will peer in for the sign, checks the runner at first, and comes set. He'll deliver the 3-1 pitch to Scherer. That one misses for ball 4. And the bases are loaded once again as the Carter Hoffman, who is the 9th man to come to the plate. And the first time he came up to the plate in this ball game was a bases loaded and 2 outs. He got a base hit to score 2. Flew out to left in the second inning. And now he's got the bases loaded again here in the bottom of the third. The first pitch from Lyons in on Hoffman. That one misses inside, and it's 1-0. Palmer Boyd's getting the ankle protector. Here's the now 1-0 pitch from Lyons to Carter Hoffman. Swing and a miss. Hoffman well out in front of it, and evens the count at 1-1. Bases loaded here, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. 8-2. Harrisburg leads it over the Pierre Governors. 1-1 pitch. Hoffman pops it up on the infield. Wiebe will give way for Keenolz. He'll make the catch, retire the side. As all 9 men come to the plate, 3 runs score in the inning. As there are 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. 8-2, Harrisburg leads Pierre after 3 innings. You listen to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey, yo, Speedo's Lawn Care.
Hello. Say, my yard's in rough shape. It's got weeds, brown spots, and crabgrass.
No problemo. What shade of green you need? We got 31 shades of green over here. Even the latest shade of septic tank grass green. That one just naturally gives off a glow.
Call the professionals at True Green. They know how to get your lawn healthy and keep it healthy. They guarantee it. All technicians are trained and certified. Call True Green, 882-0643.
If you're in the market for a new home, call my mom or grandma, Kathy. Sunshine Properties is my mom and my grandma.
When you're ready to buy or sell, rely on us, Kathy Sunshine Properties. We'll help you to buy or sell with confidence. When you're out and about, stop and see us at our new location on the corner of Capitol and Central here in Pierre.
Tate Kogel is now on the mound here for the Harrisburg Tigers as he takes over for Jack Sutton, and Sutton should remain in the ball game to hit. But Kogel will take over after 3 innings of work for Jack Sutton. Kogel, this will be his third appearance, 2 2/3 innings pitched so far. An ERA of 5.25 and a whip of 3.75 for Tate Kogel. The Governors in the top of the 4th inning, down by 6. We'll have 6, 7, and 8. Matthew Burr, Grayson Hunsley, and Spencer Easlin. He might reach his base. It'll be Brecken Kruger, and then back to the top of the order. Pierre down 8-2. They have scored in the last 2 innings. Scored 1 in the second and 1 in the third. As Matthew Brewer will step to the plate. Brewer struck out looking in his first trip. First pitch from Kogel to Brewer. Misses outside for ball 1. Near the top of the 4th inning. Again, the Governors, this is their first of 2 games today. There's a strike at the knees, and it's now 1-1. They will take on Jefferson, scheduled for a 4 o'clock first pitch. 1-1 pitch is upstairs, and it's now 2-1 to Matthew Brewer. 2-1 pitch. That one went slow, and it counts now 3-1 to Brewer. Tate Kogel delivers a 3-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss by Brewer, and it's now 3-2. So already, just like what Jack Sutton had, a full count in the first at-bat. 3-2. Right down the middle, taken for strike 3. And there's one down here to open up the top of the 4th inning. That'll bring up the number 7 hitter, and Grayson Hunsley. Hunsley grounded back to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Back in the top of the 2nd. First pitch is at the letters for strike 1. Kogel works pretty quick. Not taking too much time in between pitches. 0-1 pitch. Misses low and outside, and the count's now 1-1. Governors did have some action in the bullpen out in right field. Did not see who it was. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Hunsley climbed the ladder chasing it, and it's now 1-2 to the Governor catcher. Sutton finished with 5 strikeouts in the ball game. There is 3 innings. Already a strikeout to Kogel. It counts 2-2 now to Hunsley. And here is the 2-2 pitch. That one will miss low and outside and runs it full to 3-2. Second full count at bats against Kogel here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Misses outside, and Hunsley will draw the 1-out walk. And they'll bring up Spencer Easlin. Runner on first and 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. George Stolle will go and be the courtesy runner for Hunsley. Now we'll get a talk here between the catcher and Long and the pitcher Kogel. Spencer Easlin drew a walk, was stranded at second base in the top of the 2nd. Here's the first pitch upstairs for ball one. Runner on first and one down here in the top of the fourth. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one just misses the zone. And the count's now 2-0. Good velocity for Tate Kogel. Here's the 2-0. And a half swing, but a full swing from Easlin. Biting on the off-speed pitch, and the count's now 2-1. Kogel comes set from the stretch. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Easlin couldn't catch up to the fastball, and the count's now 2-2. Good off-speed. Good fastball from Kogel. On display in this at-bat. Here's now the 2-2. Upstairs, and the count's now full at 3-2. We'll see if Stalley will be off with the pitch. Kogel comes set from the stretch, 3-2. Taken at the top of the letters for strike three, and there's now two down. Had to be at the very tip top of those letters. Here's Brecken Kruger. Two down here in the top of the fourth. Here's the first pitch. That one misses low and outside for ball one. Stopped, though, by Long. One 0 pitch misses upstairs and is now 2-0. Kruger so far, his trip to the plate, grounded out to the shortstop. 6-3 put out back in the second inning. 2-0 is upstairs and is now 3-0. Lincoln Keenel's top of the order on deck for the Governors. No runs in the first, one in the second, and one in the third for the Governors. 3-0 pitch. That one doesn't get anywhere close to the zone. It will be a 4-pitch walk. So it's now first and second. Got to the backstop, but Stalley stays at second base. And it's now first and second with two down here in the top of the fourth inning. Lincoln Keenels, who's 1 for 2, has scored one of the two runs for the Governors, has an opportunity to drive in his first run of the day. First pitch misses for ball one. The count is 1-0. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Keenels. That will get to the backstop. And to second base, to third, second and third will be Stalley and Kruger. The count's now 2-0, and it's runners at second and third here, and 2 away. So 2 RBIs opportunities here for Lincoln Keenels. A 2-0 pitch, 6 straight misses for Kogel. 2-0 misses upstairs again, 7 straight misses now. And the 3-0 pitch from Kogel to Keenels. Taking it all the way, finds a strike, and it's now 3-1. Still good hitters count here for the shortstop. 3-1 pitch. Misses for ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. Third walk of the inning issued by Kogel. He's got 2 strikeouts and 3 walks. And it brings up Jaden Wiebe with the bases loaded and 2 down here in the top of the fourth inning. There's been a lot of walks between these two teams. A lot of strikeouts between these two teams here. First pitch to Jaden Wiebe. That one will catch the zone, and it's 0-1. Wiebe so far 0 for 2. Flew out to center and struck out swinging. 0-1 pitch is outside, and the count's now even at a ball and a strike. Stalley is at third, Kruger at second, and Keenels at first. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one will miss low and outside, and the count's now 2-1. And a time will be called, and we'll have a mound visit. Here is, you have nowhere to put Jaden Wiebe. You got to go after him if you're Harrisburg. And if you are the Governors, with 3 walks in the inning, you don't want to be helping out the Harrisburg pitcher in Kogel. mound visit here, and 2 outs in the top of the fourth in the middle of a count. 2-1 is the count. And in the last 2 at-bats has been 10 balls and 2 strikes. Last 12 pitches from Kogel. We played last Saturday. Obviously was in the lineup yesterday with the 2 RBI single, but did not play on the first Friday of the season. Was at a college visit. Have another college visit coming up here in a couple weekends. Here's the 2-1 pitch after the mound visit. Taken on the outside edge, and is now 2-2. So a 2-2 count here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning. That one is upstairs, and the count is now full at 3-2. And everybody will get a head start. Still, you have to stay on the stay in foul territory. 3-2 pitch. That one's fouled out of play. And we'll do it again at 3-2. I believe that the Governors saw how quickly it was a 3-2 count. So here's the 3-2 pitch one more time. That one will miss for ball 4. Fourth walk issued. The runner comes in to score. And the Governors get another run back, and they're now down 8-3 here in the top of the fourth inning. The fourth walk issued. Wiebe gets the RBI. And it brings up now Gary Nedved. Swings and misses the first pitch. An 0-1 count. An 0-1 pitch. Misses high and outside for ball 1. Bases are loaded here in the top of the fourth. 1-1 pitch. Just misses low and outside. The count's now 2-1 to Nedved. Jet Zabel is on deck. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Climbing the ladder was Nedved. The count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The base is still loaded here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Nedved will line it foul down their first base line, just barely foul. And it remains at 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Nedved swings and misses and will strike out to end the inning. 1 run scores in the inning, no hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We have played 3.5, and the Pierre Governors down 8-3 to the Harrisburg Tigers. You listen to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
This is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscaped backyard. You know, I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
As we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, the Pierre Governors, they lead at 8-3 the Pierre Governors trail 8-3 to the Harrisburg Tigers. As we have Jackson Edmond now at first base. Looks like that might be the only change. I know Spencer Lettler is out in left. As for Harrisburg, it will be 7, 8, 9, just like it was in the third inning. Palmer Boyd, Braden Simunek, and Max Carlson. As we open up here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the first pitch from John Lyons to Palmer Boyd. That one misses for ball 1. Boyd so far, he is 2 for 2, 2 singles so far to his credit. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is just missing outside, and it's now 2-0. So Edmond is at first, Lettler out in left field now. That one's fouled out of play. And the count is now 2-1. Lions into his second inning of work. Came in for relief gets, and the count's now 3-1. So far, just too many walks on the day. Too many strikeouts for the Governors at the plate offensively. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one just misses again, and it's going to be a leadoff walk. And then we'll bring up the number 8 hitter in Brandon Siminek. Siminek was hit by a pitch. Last time out, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Lions will come set from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball left side. Keenholz off the glove. Can't make the play. And it'll be an air charge to Keenholz, and it's now first and second here with nobody out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And it brings up now the number 9 hitter in Max Carlson. So Carlson right now, he's 0 for 2. Reshawn Aaron also struck out looking. First pitch is missed outside for ball 1. Here in the bottom of the 4th, in an 8-3 game, Harrisburg leads it over Pierre. Governors with 2 errors, 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors so far. Harrisburg 8 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. There's a ground ball left side. Over stepping on the bag at third is Kaiser. And there's one down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Goes as a fielder's choice for Carlson. And a 5 unassisted retiring Boyd. And it brings up now the top of the order in Taylor Klein. Governors have issued 8 walks. And also has hit 1 man, 9 free pass to the base for the Governors. As a team, the Governors have also walked 8 times and struck out 8 times, though. First pitch misses for ball 1. Still first and second. 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. As the pitch is fouled out of play, and it's now 1-1. And the Governors, again, striking out 8 times so far here through 4 innings, have drawn 8 walks. 8 walks, 8 strikeouts at the plate. 8 walks and 5 strikeouts for the Governors on the mound. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's popped up on the infield. That'll be infield fly. So Kaiser drops it, but it doesn't matter, and the man is out anyway. And there's 2 away. So while you don't necessarily like to see that, it still goes down as a F5. And there's now 2 down here for the catcher and Timon Long. Runners at first and second with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the first pitch to the catcher from Lions to Long. That one that's low and inside for ball 1. Long in his 3 trips to the plate. He is 1 for 2. Struck out, walked, and drove in a run on a base hit. The 4th time he comes to the plate in 4 innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside and misses, and is now 2-0. Again, those defensive position changes. Spencer Lettler is out in left and Jackson Edmond now at first base. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one catch the outside edge, and it's now 2-1. Lions looking to get the first 0 of the game for the Governors. That one's a swing and a miss, and it's now 2-2. Harrisburg scoring 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and 3 in the third. The runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the fourth inning, when the count is 2-2 to time and long. 2 on, 2 out. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Lions upstairs, and it's now 3-2, and everybody gets a head start here. With Siminek at second and Carlson on at first. A full count pitch with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off the foot of Long, and it remains full at 3-2. The Lions will have to do it again. Everybody returns to their bases. It remains 3-2. Runners at first and second. From the stretch, here it is, the payoff pitch again. Line shot into left center field. That gets down for a base hit. 1 run will come in to score. Rolls off the wall. 2 runs are going to come in to score as Lettler will throw it back into the cutoff man, Keenholz. And it's now a 10-3 ball game. With 2 outs and a runner on second on a double. And that will end the afternoon for John Lyons here on the mound in this ball game, as we'll have a pitching change coming up for the Pierre Governors. So it's now 10-3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning with the runner at second base. We'll return in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local, family-owned, full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Comtech is a total technology solutions provider. Comtech is ready to get technology to work for you, not against you. Stop into Comtech to see our selection of TVs, home audio systems, computers, and security systems. They have brand names like Samsung, Bose, Sonos, and Lenovo, just to name a few. Comtech has what you're looking for in technology. Stop in at 1601 Lowell Avenue in Pierre, or visit their website at comtechplus.com. Comtech, your trusted technology solutions provider.
KCCR Pierre, AM 1240 and 98.9 FM, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
So as we welcome you back here at the bottom of the fourth inning, as the Pierre Governors make their pitching change, and Trevor Rounds will be on the mound here for the Governors with a runner on second and 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and the Governors down 10-3 to the Harrisburg Tigers. So Rounds will make his debut for the Governors. And he'll face Jack Sutton first, 3, 4, and 5. Lions made it through a trip around the batting order before being relieved. And there's still a runner in scoring position for Harrisburg as they lead it by 7 here in the bottom of the fourth. So Jack Sutton will step to the plate. He's now the DH after being on the mound to start the game. He is still the DH here for Harrisburg. And so far he is 0 for 1, struck out swinging in his first trip to the plate, and he walked in a run in the second and also walked in the third. Here's the first pitch from Rounds to Sutton. Goes behind Sutton. And caught by Hunsley, though. Good play there by the catcher, Hunsley. A little bit extra adrenaline from Rounds in his making his debut here for the Pierre Governors. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Rounds to Sutton. That one nearly hits him again. And the count is now 2-0. So Rousey trying to find the strike zone here. The 2-0 pitch from the right-hander to Sutton. That one is right down the middle, taken for a strike, and it's now 2-1. On second base, actually Crichton that's running for long, but he hit the 2 RBI double to extend the lead to 7 for Harrisburg. As the 2-1 pitch is popped foul, out of play. And it will be now 2-2. The Governors in the top of the 5th inning will have 4, 5, and 6 up. Pierre has scored once in the 3rd, and once in the 2nd, once in the 3rd, and once in the 4th. But Harrisburg has scored in every single inning as well as they lead it by 7. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Sutton. Ground ball to the left side. To be fielded by Keenels. Has to make a quick play. The throw to first is in time, and that will retire the side here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So another 2 runs coming to score for Harrisburg on 1 hit in the inning. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. We have played 4 completes. Harrisburg leads it over Pierre 10-3. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman at Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice with skill and caring staff. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161 and don't put off that scheduled cleaning any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman a call at 605-224-2161.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we head to the top of the 5th inning, the Pierre Governors down 10-3 to the Harrisburg Tigers. John Wickler here on this Saturday afternoon, as we'll have the second game coming up later on this evening. Later on this afternoon, they start scheduled for a 4 o'clock start between Pierre and Sioux Falls Jefferson. As Tate Kogel on the mound here for his second inning of work, going into his second inning of work. As he will deal with 4, 5, and 6, Jet Zabel, Cade Kaiser, and then Jackson Edmond, who has replaced Matthew Brewer. And then Spencer Lettler is in Spencer Easland's spot. First pitch will miss for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch upstairs, and it's now 2-0. Temperature is continuing to rise here. It's 55 degrees here in Harrisburg. 2-0 pitch is at the letters, and it's now 2-1. Here to the number 4 hitter in Jet Zabel. Zabel is 1 for 2. An RBI single back in the 3rd inning. And it's now 3-1. Here to the cleanup hitter. Cade Kaiser and Jackson Edmond, the next 2 hitters. 3-1 pitch misses inside, and that will be a leadoff walk here in the top of the 5th inning to the right fielder Zabel, and that will bring up Cade Kaiser. Kaiser so far, he is 0 for 1, walked, came in to score in the 2nd, struck out looking in the 3rd. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Jackson Edmond will get his first at-bat here in just a moment, or first plate appearance at least. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will miss upstairs, and it's now 2-0. Both teams very patient at the plate. Both teams struggling to continue to find the strike zone throughout this game. Here's the 2-0. That one will catch the top of the zone at the letters, and it's now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses outside and is now 3-1. As Cade Kaiser will lead, or excuse me, Zay will lead away from first. Kaiser with a good hitter's count. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's now 3-2. Here's the now payoff pitch. Not running is Zabel, and it will be another walk. Second one issued here in the inning. It is now first and second with nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning, and they'll bring up Jackson Edmond. So back-to-back walks here to open up the 5th inning. There's a first pitch strike to Edmond, as the count is 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one gets behind Edmond, right to the backstop, and everybody will move up 90 feet, though, and it came right back to him, hit the concrete that's there at home plate, behind home plate. Came right back to Long, but nothing he could do about it. So it's now 2nd and 3rd. That one nearly hits Edmond again. The count is now 2-1. Here to Jackson Edmond. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped foul and out of play. We'll do it again, but it's now 2-2. On deck is going to be George Stolle. So he'll hit for Grayson Hunsley. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs, that one misses to the backstop. But Zabel does not try and test it. Stays at third base. Count is full at 3-2 now. So Kogel will work from the windup with a 3-2 count here to Jackson Edmond. Swings and misses, and there's a strikeout. And there's one down here in the top of the 5th inning. That'll bring up George Stolle, who's going to hit for Grayson Hunsley. Stolle, we get the wait for the umpire to get it all written down before he can get the at bat. But Stolle's got two guys in scoring position here with one down the top of the 5th. Base hit would pull the Governors back within 5. With Kaiser out at second, Zabel on at third. First pitch misses for ball 1. Stolle be followed by Spencer Lettler, who is in at left field. Brecken Kruger would be following him. 1-0 pitch to Stolle, misses way upstairs, and it's now 2-0. So Stolle has been running for Hunsley. Got a lot of speed, does George Stolle. Gets his first at-bat here, 2-0 pitch. Misses low and outside, and it's now 3-0. And would probably be taking here with already 2 walks in the inning from Kogel. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way and never got close to the zone. It's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are now loaded. And Stolle stood up there, watched 4 pitches, and makes his way to first base. And now to bring Spencer Lettler to the plate. With the bases loaded and 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the first pitch to Lettler. That one is chopped over to the bag at first. Hoffman will play it. Step on the bag. Run comes in to score. It is now a 10-4 ball game. And it's 2 down here in the top of the 5th. An RBI ground out for Lettler in the first pitch that he saw. And it drives in the run. And it's still 2nd and 3rd here with 2 away. First pitch to Brecken Krugers, swung on and missed, and there's now 0-1 to Kruger. Still got 2 guys out in scoring position. That one will miss over, and it's now 1-1. Lincoln Keenholz is on deck. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one will catch the outside edge, and it's now 1-2. 10-4 here in the top of the 5th. 1-2 count with 2 outs and runners at 2nd and 3rd. Here's the 1-2. Kruger swings and misses, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 5th inning. 1 run does come into score on no hits in the inning. Once again, we're on scores on no hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Pierre Governors, they trail it 10-4 to Harrisburg. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
At the Y, we're more than a gym. We're a cause-driven charitable organization nurturing the potential of every youth, adult, and senior in our community. From advocacy to childcare, disease prevention to athletics, swim lessons to safe spaces, our mission ensures that everyone, regardless of their financial situation, can participate in the services that we offer at the Y. We invite you to stop in and check out our youth sports, summer camps, group exercise classes, swim lessons, and so much more. Discover your why at the Oahe Family YMCA in Pierre, where we offer youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility.
As we welcome you back here at the bottom of the 5th inning, the Pierre Governors are down at 10-4, as it is going to be 4, 5, and 6. Mason Johnson, Max Scherer, and Carter Hoffman here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Tigers. Stalley will remain in the game, catching here for the Governors. And a 10-4 lead for Harrisburg. The Governors have scored a run in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and now 5th innings, but they're still yet to be able to find a 0 against Harrisburg. 3 runs in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, another 2 in the 4th. Pierre had a 1-2-3 inning against Brandon Valley yesterday in the bottom of the 1st inning. It's the last time that they've got a 0. The 2nd through the 6th, Brandon Valley added at least 1 run. And Harrisburg here through the first 4 innings have added at least 2 runs every inning. First pitch is over for strike 1. Here's the number 4 hitter in Mason Johnson, the 3rd baseman. Trevor Rounds was able to get the final outs of the 4th. That one is upstairs for ball 1. The count is even at a ball and a strike. Rounds his Pierre Governor debut. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one is upstairs and it's now 2-1. Johnson followed by Scherer and Hoffman. The only 3 guys that did not come to the plate in the 4th inning. That one misses upstairs and the count is now 3-1. Pierre has to make sure that they don't give up 4 runs here in the 5th inning, otherwise the ball game would come to an end on a 10-run rule. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Misses upstairs, a leadoff walk. Be issued to Mason Johnson, and that'll bring up Max Scherer. As so far, he is 0 for 0. A walk, 2 walks, and a sacrifice fly RBI in his 3 trips to the plate. Here's the first pitch from Rounds to Scherer. That one misses inside for ball 1. Runner on first. 1 down, or excuse me, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leaning away from first base is Mason Johnson. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will miss low and inside, and the count's now 2-0. Hoffman on deck, followed by Palmer Boyd, Brandon Simunek, and Max Carlson. Here's the 2-0 from Rounds. That one will get in the dirt. It's stopped by Stalley, but taking second. Reading it well was Johnson. And he's now at second, and the count's 3-0. Governors as a team have walked 9 guys so far. Here's the now 3-0 pitch. Ground ball left side, fielded by Kaiser. The throw across the diamond. Edmond got off the bag. He tried to get back on time, but he could not. And it's another error by the Governors, their third one in the ball game. And it's now first and second with nobody out as Carter Hoffman is at the plate. Although for Pierre, they have also walked 11 times at the plate. Harrisburg has issued 11 free passes, but they've also struck out the Governors 10 times in the first 15 times they've been retired. Hoffman swings and misses at the first pitch. He got the scoring started in the first inning, had a 2 RBI single with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. He is 1 for 3, flew out to left and also popped out to short in his 3 trips to the plate. The 0-1 pitch misses outside, and it's now 1-1. First and second here with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Man on deck and Palmer Boyd, he would represent the winning run for Harrisburg. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside, and the count's now 2-1. No action the bullpen out in right field for the Governors, and no action out in left field for the Harrisburg Tigers either. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's roped down the first base line, past Jackson Edmond to his right. 1 run will come in to score on another RBI for Carter Hoffman, his 3rd RBI of the day. And it's now a 11-4 lead for the Harrisburg Tigers as Palmer Boyd, who's been on base all 3 times, will come to the plate. And again, he represents the winning run now here for Harrisburg, as they can win on a 10-run rule with another 3 runs to score here in this ball game. Runner takes off for third. Pitch is high. There is no throw. As now runners at first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Palmer Boyd singled home a run, singled in the 3rd, and also walked in the 4th. Here's the 1-0 to Boyd. Runner takes off for second. That one gets off the glove of Stolle. In to score will be Scherer, and it's now a 12-4 ball game with a runner at second base. A 12-4 ball game. And a 2-0 count here to Boyd. On deck is Simunek and then Max Carlson. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one is out towards left center field. That one's going to get down. It's going to roll up against the wall. Hoffman will come in to score. To second base is Boyd. And it's now a 13-4 lead for Harrisburg. And that winning run is now in scoring position. Second RBI of the ball game for Palmer Boyd, as he trades places with Hoffman out at second base. Then we'll bring out now Brandon Simunek, the base hit that could end this game. And the Governors are now in danger here in the bottom of the 5th, falling to 3-2 on the season. Here's the first pitch from Rounds to Simunek. Comes upstairs, misses inside for ball 1. Max Carlson and then Taylor Klein. The Governors cannot allow Palmer Boyd to come in to score. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a floater to the second baseman. Wiebe make the catch. There's one down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Max Carlson will come to the plate. Again, the Governors will have to regroup. I mean, they still have an opportunity. They got to get another 2 outs here, and they still got 6 outs to work with. But if they don't come back in this one, they'll have to regroup and get ready for Sioux Falls Jefferson over at Harmon Park. Maybe it might be good for the Governors to be able to leave the ballpark, get something to eat, and then come back to the ballpark at Harmon for that second game. Not the way the Governors are hoping this one would go, especially when you got your number 1 guy on the mound and Brady Getz. Didn't have the best outing for the Governors. There's just too many walks from Pierre. Although they have not had as many walks as Harrisburg has given up, but they've been able to strike out the Governors more times than what the Governors have been able to strike out the Tigers. Count is 1-1. Here to Max Carlson, number 9 hitter in the order. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Rounds. Misses inside, and it's now 2-1. Carlson is 0 for 3, reached on an error and also reached on a fielder's choice. He did strike out looking in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And there's 3 trips to the plate. Here's the 2-1 pitch. They're a long look over at second base. That one will bounce in, and the count is now 3-1. Taylor Klein is on deck. We followed by Timon Long. Those 2 guys have been to the plate each of the first 4 innings. And barring a double play, Klein will at least come to the plate again. A 3-1 pitch, there's a swing and a miss, and it's now 3-2 to Max Carlson. And Edmond out at first base, Lettler in left. So we go around Lettler in left, Kruger in center, Zabel in right. Kaiser at third, Keenels at short, Wiebe at second, and Edmond at first base with George Stolly now behind the plate. Carlson fouls the 3-2 pitch back to the netting. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Wind's starting to pick back up again. Slowly starting to, felt like it was somewhat dying off, but it's really picked back up. Here's a 3-2 pitch from Rounds to Carlson. This is upstairs, another walk issued. And there's now first and second with 1 down. And Taylor Klein back to the plate. So far he is 0 for 2. 1 for 3. A walk and a double. He also struck out swinging and popped out in an infield fly rule. First pitch, he pops that one up. That one will be out towards center field. Kruger, a long run coming in, can't make the catch. Everybody will be safe. The bases are now loaded. And the Governors have to get everybody else out here. We call a base hit. Now the base is loaded. You have to get Timon Long out, whether by a double play or not. Then you have to get Jack Sutton out. Can't allow anybody else to reach base if you want this game to get to the top of the 6th. We have a short post game. No matter if this game ends here in the 5th or if we go to the 7th inning, we'll have to get packed up and get over to Harmon Park. Here's the first pitch to the catcher, Timon Long. Line shot, that's foul down the third base line. Fly ball could do it as well. Get a sac fly to finish off the game. Anything to get Timon Long on base or allow that run to come in to score. Governors they can turn 2. They're going to play in at the corners and back in the middle because they can turn 2 to get out of this inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Long. He'll pop that one up. It's in foul territory, so there is no infield fly rule. Then Kaiser lost it, and it lands in play, but Kaiser couldn't find it. So it goes as a high strike to Long, but he's got new life at the plate. Kaiser took about 5 steps to his right, then looked down and looked back up, but he couldn't find it anymore. And really where that sun probably right directly above him, and there's not a cloud in the sky right here over the field. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Long. He'll sky that one out of play. And we'll do it again here at 0-2. Harrisburg will play West Fargo in their second game. A little bit of the border battle against South Dakota and North Dakota teams. Governor's got to be a part of it, but playing only South Dakota teams. 0-2 pitch again, and Long will sky it out to left field. Back is Lettler. It's going to be a walk-off grand slam for Timon Long on an 0-2 pitch, and that will end the ball game. So Long hits a grand slam to finish it off, and Harrisburg will beat the Pierre Governors by a 10-run rule here this afternoon. A 17-4 win for the Harrisburg Tigers over the Pierre Governors. We'll be back in a minute to wrap it up. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
A home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
The count may change with every pitch, but what doesn't change is God's love for you. Come join us at Faith Lutheran Church to hear about the God who blesses us with athletic skill, meaningful relationships, and the peace and comfort that comes from his son Jesus. You can worship on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. or on Sunday mornings at 8:30 or 11 a.m. Faith Lutheran Church is up the hill at 714 North Grand and happy to support our athletes, their families, and our community.
17-4 is our final here in game one of the day as the Pierre Governors will fall to Harrisburg in 5 innings. A walk-off grand slam for Timon Long to finish it off on the 10-run rule, as Pierre just had too many walks, too many strikeouts at the plates, too many walks on the mound, and couldn't get the job done. 3 errors for the Governors in the ball game, but 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 7 in the fifth for Harrisburg to finish out a 17-3 win over the Pierre Governors. They fall to 3-2 now in the season. They're going to head over to Harmon Park for the second game of their day, as they'll take on the Jefferson Cavaliers. We'll have that one for you. It's scheduled for a 4 o'clock first pitch, as we'll have it for you on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Final score, it is a 17-3 win for Harrisburg over the Pierre Governors on a 10-run rule, as we say so long from Harrisburg.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Baseball has been brought to you in part by Bank West, B&B Equipment, Wegner Auto, Fisher Rounds and Associates, and All Around Graphics. Governor Baseball is also brought to you by Ferding Electric, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Kruger Contracting, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Avera, and the Owahi YMCA. And by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, First Dakota National Bank, CHS River Plains, Lamb Motors, Zander Auto Parts, and Gales Gas. And by Gateway, Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Owahi Federal Credit Union, Shane's Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, Edward Jones Financial, and Faith Lutheran Church. Join us all season on your home for the Pierre Governors, KCCR, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.